band in the national anthem. Cougars again 3-2 on the season. Packers 0-5. Mankato East with the win today. They will secure a home playoff spot, something that I'm sure every team wants to get. They want to get in that top half of the section, now the obviously district for football. And for Austin, obviously, they're just trying to get things running. And again, I think Coach Vessel was here in 2012 when they came back and took one after that long losing streak. Any way you can get motivation, maybe that's one of the things he told his team.
Yeah, it's one of those things where back when I played in high school, you relished the chance to go to people's homecomings. Relished it because that was the opportunity to play spoiler. That was the opportunity just to wreck everyone's night. There's nothing that feels better than a quiet stadium at homecoming if you're the opposite team, if you're in Austin Packers situation right now.
Cougars in the all black again with the pause.
And they painted the 50-yard line, as you were alluding to earlier.
Right, the gold 50 there.
The gold 50. We don't know if that was alluding to the NFL with the
right.
50th Super Bowl.
The NFL, yes, their home stadiums all have that 50. But, gold is part of the Cougars ensemble.
Yeah, it very well could have been. We felt like the field wasn't as pretty as we may have wanted it, and let's throw some more gold on there. 73 degrees to kick off. And still nice and green and lush. And we're already in week, is this 6? It is, yes.
Wow, and we haven't finished September yet.
Just rocketing by, Jason.
Yes. Austin will kick it off. The Packers, a dual threat here. Nate Connor, receiver, kicker, punter. And he'll send it away. It's short. It's a pooch kick. Up in front of the Cougar bench at the 35. Picked up by the up man, and he contains the ball to the 40. 1st and 10. Cougars as Keckhafer had the recovery.
You don't always think of a 2-yard return being a fantastic return, but that was a great 2-yard return, if I do say so myself. Starting right around the 40-yard line, should be more than happy with that, Eric Davis, and the Cougars offense getting set up.
That's a thing where you don't want to, you want to start fast too. Everybody's coming to look for that. It's Cody Olson, the quarterback, across the seam. First down play across the 50-yard line. And there's your receiver, Des Bassett. First down. Bassett working the middle of the field and into Austin territory here to start the game.
That was a strong throw. Cody Olson stepping up in the pocket. Really looking at his wide receiver and just playing a little pitch and catch. That's going to be automatic when Bassett's that open in the middle of the field.
1st and 10 at the 47 of Austin. Sending a man in motion. It was Bassett. Also another Cougar in motion, which creates the flag. One at a time, guys. 5-yard penalty.
A little bit excitable, maybe, for homecoming. These guys have been jacked up. They've been thinking about this all week long.
Pushes them back onto their own side. Mankato East 48. So it'll be 1st and 15. Lights coming up here. Sunlight diminishing as we hit the end of September. Straight draw, Warren. Warren across the 50 gets it some yardage back to the 49. Cage. Again, you said 200 plus yards on the ground. Obviously for him, a personal best, seeing he's only started a couple games already this year. So.
Yeah, just very explosive, very smart. That's one other thing that Eric Davis alluded to.
From the 49 of Austin, shotgun. Warren off the right tackle, across the 45 to the 43. Again, Davis keeps it on the ground. Pass, run, run. Now a 3rd and manageable situation. Cody Olson getting the start at QB. You'll see Rich Kamara come in certain packages. Warren now line up on the near sideline. And Stengel also lining up. 2 wides to the right. They send the blitz. Pass over to Warren, incomplete at the 40. He felt the pressure a little bit, but I think the play call would have been effective had the catch been made.
Absolutely. There was room to run, and that's something you're always looking for as a quarterback, hitting your wide receivers in stride for some of that yak.
Yeah,
that's my favorite stat name, by the way. Yards after contact, for those who don't know.
Here's 10:31 and 4th down. Schwartz will punt. Sends it up. Receiver to the near side. Caught at the 10 versus field to the 15. Now he's got room to the 20, 25, and he'll slow it up there by Bassett. Nice change of direction, and the Packers will start at the 35-yard line. And that was
John Gallagher.
Yes.
Number 44, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of him. That was a strong run, Jason.
Strong run and a first down Packers. They'll mark it at the 28.
One of the officials getting that.
An official taking a bit of a hit on that play.
Well, there have been a lot of those
in
the news recently.
I'm sure that one wasn't called by Eric Davis, yes.
Shotgun, first play. Connor throws it outside, incomplete. And Jacob Couch, not to be confused with
Tim
former
Couch.
NFL.
Tim Couch.
I know, I'm sure he's never heard that on a broadcast ever.
I really don't think he would want to even be compared to Tim
No,
Couch.
he's Jacob Couch. For 2nd and 10. The give, nice hole off the right side. He's got room to the 40, first down run all the way to the Packer 45. And there's your alternate back.
Brandon Edgar with a big hole and some running room and showing a little bit of solid break tackle skill. Probably at least an 84 overall rating in Madden, if I had to call it.
84.
Yeah.
This time, a nice hit in the backfield and stuck up as he took the handoff. No gain.
Luke Bukowski getting some penetration, moving the line, making initial contact before the line of scrimmage. Always something you want to see.
Brandon Edgar going to get the featured back, but also Gallagher will be mixed in. Pistol set. Pump fake, throw the outside. Man open, incomplete. Now, that would have been a first down had the completion been to Elijah Anderson. It was not, and it will now be 3rd down. There's Elijah and on the outside as well with Nate Connor.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit bad for Jacob Couch here. It's 2 passes, 2 drops.
Couch again, left side corner. Is contact made? Did he bring it in? No, he did not. I don't see any flags. Incomplete, 4th down. Would you assess that correctly?
Absolutely, that was good coverage by Desmond Bassett, doing it on defense as well. Looked like they were both making a play on the ball, and that means no penalty.
4th and 11. Ball in Packer territory. And Nate Connor in punt formation.
Number 3, Alex Turner, back for the Mankato East Cougars.
He's
looking
standing
to see what he can do.
at the 25. It's a fake. Now he lets it go. Actually gave himself some room with that. Kicks it to the near side. Turner cross court field to the 15. Cross back. Getting to the outside. 20 to the 21-yard line. 1st and 10. Cougars there.
And that was a little tricky by the Austin Packers. We heard it in the pregame show. Eric Davis was scared a little bit of the Austin unpredictability and them using that to their advantage, faking the fake, I guess you could say, and then getting some room for the punt.
Cougars will start 1st and 10. Cody Olson back at quarterback. Cajun side on his left. First play is blown dead. Procedural against Mankato East.
Maybe
That's 2 of them. That's 2 of them.
Already, never something you want to see. Maybe a little bit of nerves. Maybe a little bit of homecoming jitters.
Get him out of the way, guys. That'll be 1st and 15 at the 17. And the handoff. Nice cutout by Warren. 30. Near the sideline, 35. And it's a first down for the Cougars. And Warren, that's a little dose of medicine they wanted there.
Well, I have to absolutely point out Des Bassett there. He had a huge block on one of the corners that gave the extra yardage to Warren, showing he can do it all. He can catch passes, he can defend passes, even block a little bit too.
19 on the gain, first down, 10 at the 36. Pressure. Des catch at the 40. Can't get any more room, and a nice wrap up there. And I think Austin did a good job on the outside, not letting Bassett get the extra space to pick up speed.
Yeah, you know, he did the dance.
We've seen a lot of dancing tonight, haven't we?
Yeah, really.
Back and forth, reverse field, cut back.
I must say it hasn't been the most impressive dancing. Often the best way of doing it is just going straight up field, as my coaches used to say all the time.
Clock reads 8:39, first quarter. Olsen. Gage. Barrels ahead to the 50, first down. Gain of 11. And the Cougars back to midfield where we started this game.
Yeah, another big hole, really big hole. We're seeing the Austin defense playing this 3-down lineman, kind of 3-4 set, and it really seems like the Mankato East offensive line is getting some really good, holes. They're getting good angles.
8:15 on the clock. And Bassett on the jet sweep. Near sideline. Inside the 45 to the Packer 44-yard line, a 6-yard pickup.
And that time, it was Cage Warren returning the favor for Des Bassett with a giant block. There was even a couple parents that were like, wow, great block. Not hearing that very much.
Video feed provided by KTV tonight.
Thank you, Ben.
Excellent.
That's up there, that guy.
Warren takes the second down snap, gets up to the 42. Short of the first, but the Cougars have a manageable third down. And a timeout here as one of the Austin fellers hit the deck. We'll take a break. And you're listening to Digity coverage of Cougar football. We're at the 42. Mark it.
65.
Third 3, 43.
Jackson.
I gave him 30.
Hample. Jackson Hample.
Son, he's sitting up. That is very important.
Looks like he just got the wind knocked out of him, honestly. Yeah.
I'll play one more. I was hoping you'd wear something. Don't you have a bunch of double-breasted suits in your...
I do.
I thought you did.
do. They're very hot, though. I'm saving them for later in the season.
46 degrees on the last game of the season. Okay. 40 degrees. All right, we'll be on it.
You want to hear something ridiculous? This is all coffee. All of it. Isn't that disgusting?
All right, we're live.
Yeah,
And now the Cougars with a third down and 3 at the 42-yard line. Snap, handoff, Warren. Lost the ball. It's on the ground. Austin has recovered it at the 36-yard line. Well, now you know how Adrian Peterson feels.
Oh, man. But also, I didn't necessarily see. Was that a strip from Austin?
It looked like he just lost. Yeah.
Looked like it was knocked out a little bit, and then Zach Coffey, with the presence of mind to fall on it, grab it.
Regardless, I don't think irregardless has ever been officially termed a term.
I'm pretty sure that's not a word.
7:48 to go, 1st and 10. And the Packers. And handoff in the backfield, big tackle for loss. TFL, there's another 3-letter acronym for you.
Tuffle isn't the same though, Jason.
No.
As much as I love acronyms all the time. And of course that guy on the tackle was Dominic Nussmere, getting some great penetration.
Pump fake near side, complete. Near the first down marker. Out of bounds at the sideline. On the outside. And Jason Staleel. Staleel is going to be one of those options on the outside for the quarterback, Jacob Couch.
Yeah, it was a great catch. Looked it all the way into his hands and then turned around strong for a couple extra yards.
Third in, about 5. And the Packers jump. Circle number 74. It's probably not what he wanted, but 5 yards back. First penalty against the Packers there. Pushes them back to the 38. And now here's where the Cougars can really start to put a little pressure here on Couch. Couch from the pistol again. Outside. Pass complete, but short of the marker. They mark it at the 44. And it was Jenny Gash with the catch. Right on midfield here. Some teams would go for it here. I know West would for sure.
What
this
yardage
is not
do you
West.
think it would need to be for West not to go for it?
Well,
14,
we saw it.
15?
They were down back at their own end zone about the 5. But then he just kind of ran the clock out. So punt at the 44. 6:35 to go first quarter. No score from Wolverton Field in Mankato. And there they go with the clearance for punt. Turner lets it bounce at the 25 and down at the 24. Punt again. Change of possession again. And East will get another crack at it again. It just seems like the Cougars have been gaining yards and then they've stopped themselves.
Yeah, I believe the term is shooting yourself in the foot. Now, of course, not literally, but
Really?
they have been
I've
penalties.
never heard that expression.
Really?
Never. Man, you're absolutely right, though. What else can you say about it? The ball at the 24-yard line. Here is that Richard Kamara now at quarterback, Aaron.
Yes, and then that's one of those kind of keys to the game that we've been talking about a lot. Is this Richard Kamara, Cody Olson? Looking at their stats from the stats we got, thank you very much, the staff Mankato East. They're very close, very, very close. They're within percents of completion percent. They both have 15 to 19 completions, 231 yards for Kamara, and 140 for Cody Olson.
Handoff. Warren gets a 33, a gain of 4. Quickly now out of the no huddle. Second down play, short. Rich takes the snap, hand it off, first down. And I think though, Cage had to have talked a little bit with the coaching staff about saying here, ball protection, keep it close. Another injured Austin Packer as he gets the 5:55 to go here. No score.
Yeah, it was one of those things where turnovers, we were talking a lot about with the Austin Packers and the risks they take. We look at it here with Mankato East actually giving up the first turnover.
See where they marked the ball. I think it's just shy of the 40-yard line. Is that right? Around the 40.
It looks to be.
Kendall Doors and Hardware, Happy Dance, and B-Star and Company for their advertising.
Well, first possession, punt after the incomplete pass. And then the Packers also, a couple incompletions, a punt there. Then East gets the ball back, and Warren lost the ball with the fumble. But then the Packers did not capitalize, and they punted, and now next possession, East with the ball. Injured Packer in the field.
some penalties too playing a big part in those drives. A couple false starts, couple procedural penalties for the Mankato East Cougars. Just a thorn, you know. If I'm going to be using overused expressions here, it's a thorn in the side of the Mankato East Cougars.
And he's up on his feet. Damian Ricks. Damian on the way back. And now we are set up with a 1st and 10 at the 40, Mankato East.
Richard Camara still in as quarterback.
Shotgun, and they spread out the receivers. Bassett in motion. They'll reverse. And a little bit of room for Stingle. He's across the 50, first down, out of bounds into Packer territory. And a little trickery by Eric Davis himself.
Giving it back. Shooting it right back at you, Austin. That was a double reverse. Completely caught Austin off guard.
All the way inside to the 44.
I think everybody and their mother thought Des Bassett had the ball right there on the handoff, but he did not.
Well, and when you get over pursuit, as Austin did, you're going to have a little more room on the outside there. First down for Camaro. And Bassett again in motion. Handoff. Miller. Cody Miller. Across the 40, inside to the 38-yard line. Second down for the Cougars here. 5.5 to go.
Yeah, again, he's finding these big holes in the middle of the line. And, you know, I really think that's an ode to how well the offensive line is playing, especially the guard, the two guards and the center as well.
First, we have oh, that's 3 now.
Oof. Right after I talk about the offensive line, immediately. You hate commentators curse, but you know, sometimes
Cluing you in, right?
it just comes.
Push it back to the 43. Second down a little longer here. The Cougars have to make up that yardage. Warren, past the initial hit, past the 40. They're trying to strip the ball, though. Right there now, the obviously credit the Austin defense to try to rip the ball loose now from Cage Warren.
And, you know, you really got to credit the Austin defense for getting there and having guys in the right places, but they're just not making the tackles. Cage Warren broke at least one tackle cleanly and then, you know, pushed the rest of the pile another yard or so.
Well, it's third down instead of being a first down play. Warren will go off the left side. He's got room at the 30. There he goes, inside the 10. Touchdown, Mankato East. 38-yard touchdown for Cage Warren. And just broke to the outside and had the speed.
You know, it was a big hole, and he had extra blockers on the play. He had a buddy just to escort him into the end zone. A great team play by Mankato East. Fantastic blocking. Again, I'm really impressed by the Cougars wide receivers blocking especially. They're really shutting down these corners and linebackers of Austin.
Ben Schwartz will kick the point after touchdown. 4 minutes exactly remaining here in the first quarter. Extra point is good. 7-0 Mankato East. And we'll take a break. You're listening to Digity. 5-play, 71-yard drive. 4 minutes to play. Touchdown Warren, 38 yards. Kickoff, and the Packers will take it near the goal line, out to the 15-20, and cut back to the middle. And a good return again, a 25-yard return for the Packers, and they'll start at the 25, Aaron. Really, I think that was an exercise in patience by the Cougars. Had the penalty, came back calmly, just stuck with the plays in the book, and I think it was a really patient run by Warren.
And it was one of those things where, Coach Eric Davis didn't panic when they were facing these kind of second and long situations. He said, we're just going to keep handing it off to our horse, our beast, Cage Warren, and he's gonna pick it up, and he did.
Couch now takes the snap. He'll run to the outside. He's sacked. Couple of Cougars in there. Did you catch that, Aaron? Back down to the 20. Lots of 6. And they're running the pistol. Couch will drop back, throw to left. Incomplete. And it was Janny Gash again on the...
More good coverage by Desmond Bassett. He's been all over that side of the field, that far side, the majority of this quarter.
And the handoff goes Nada back again. Now they mark it at the 21.
First contact, Logan Swanson, the multi-talented defensive lineman, offensive lineman. We saw him sing the national anthem 3 weeks ago. He's also up for homecoming as well. He's a candidate. We'll find out more about that
He was an
in the halftime
escort. Show. The girls get picked for homecoming, right?
Oh, yeah. Is that how it works now?
Well, here.
Things have changed since I've been in high school, it seems.
Kickoff. The 41-yard line. Turner. Yes, Tiana Art was the homecoming queen.
Oh, okay. So they don't have a king.
Boys are
so they don't have a king and a queen.
Here at East is actually called Jack of Hearts, and it's in February. It's around Valentine's Day.
Oh,
where
weird.
Where the boys kind of reverse roles and take on.
Oh,
that.
Okay. Back in
There
my
you
day,
go.
we had a king and a queen at homecoming, and that's how that went. I didn't have this crazy Jack of Hearts nonsense. Kidding, of course. I'm sure it's a fantastic event.
Ball dead. Ball inside Austin territory at the 47. Kamara back in at quarterback. First down. And there's Rich. Nice tag there. But he holds on, and it's now down to the 43. Austin just not able to generate anything.
Yeah, big tackle there by John Gallagher. Getting ahead of steam.
Split out now, 2 backs. Cougars on a second down play. Yeah, lots of time. Rifles one near sideline, incomplete. Crowd wanted a little contact there, but ball was already well out of play.
A great ball fake there, too, to Caleb Miller. I thought he had the ball sitting back on the opposite side of the field in the commentator booth.
Very much. Third down play, though. The Cougars want to keep the drive going, obviously. And do you go with what's been working?
But
at the same, mix it up.
At the same time, at this yardage, 3rd and 6, you need a pretty big hole. You need a pretty big run.
Absolutely.
It's just that awkward territory, you know. If you're Mankato East, you certainly 7 yards is not implausible on the ground.
Oh, barking out signals, and Austin into the neutral zone.
That was the nose guard, Sam Diggins, jumping a little bit early.
Not so, Sam. And they'll take 5. Moves it now to a manageable 3rd and long one about.
Yeah, suddenly all that decision-making we were talking about earlier, out the window.
That's how quickly it can change on a play, and we've seen that a few times here so far, the ball moving via penalty. Warren takes the handoff. No. Kamara tried to get a... Yes. Obviously the Packers were not fooled. Nice work. The gang tackle, and again, that's what you want. Especially if the quarterback, I think a lot of the guys are like, well, if the quarterback is running, I'm just going to go. Loss of yardage back to the 41.
Yeah, it takes a special kind of quarterback to be able to throw in that situation. They're going for it. Awesome.
Hard count. Kamara now going to switch plays. And he takes it. And the give is to Warren outside. Enough for the first. He's at the 30. Inside the Packer 30-yard line. The Cougars will keep the ball.
Gage Warren just doesn't want to fall down this game, Jason. He kept straight up, running, breaking tackles all the way through the out of bounds, back into the huddle.
No huddle here. 1st and 10 at the 28. 30 seconds to go. Warren outside, almost broke it. He's to the 25, inside the 15. And a first down gain again as the clock nearing the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, you know, we likened him to Adrian Peterson a little bit for the fumble, but I'm kind of liking his running style is also kind of like Adrian Peterson. It's pretty straight up, it's very powerful, and it's very fast as well.
First and 10 at the 15, Kamara. Miller finds a nice hole and trucks his way through inside to the 9. Caleb. And that should do it for the first quarter. And that's it for one. The end of the first quarter on homecoming.
7-0.
And we'll be back after this word here on Digity. Welcome back, second quarter, 7-0 Cougars. They're driving inside the red zone at the 10-yard line. Mark it just inside the 10. And a flag on the first one again. Why not try from 14? That's exactly what's going to happen here. False start Mankato East. ED's going to have something to say about that.
Oh, absolutely. It's one of those things where you wonder if it is the hard count, because as much as the hard count gets the other team off, then it gets your team as well. When guys just aren't, all there mentally.
So, Cougars now back it up. 2nd down and 10. Warnoff left tackle. Cut back to the middle and picks up some of that yardage again. You start that ball at the 9, he's in the end zone.
Penalties.
Fans, a reminder, we appreciate your attendance this evening. And if you leave, you stand for any reason.
As the Cougars 7-0 over the Packers here at Austin. Austin has not folded the tent for sure. They are continuing to attack defensively and in motion. From the 10. Direct snap right up the middle, through the hole, down inside the 1. It's a first down either way. Well, they'll actually mark it down at about the 2-yard line. Didn't get that extra push there, but 11:07 to go. Cougars now, man running off the field. Gets off in time. And the give is to Logan Swanson. Is he in? Wait, 52.
Touchdown, Mankato East.
Yes.
What can this guy not do? I'll tell you what. He can do everything. A little bit reminiscent of the Fridge, if anyone gets that reference, the Chicago Bears defensive tackle.
Extra point coming up for Schwartz.
They used often in offense for plays just like that.
Extra point. Schwartz makes sure it's good. It's a 2-yard run by Logan Swanson. And it's now 14-0 Mankato East. We'll take a break and be back after this. Cougars, I guess technically it's an unconventional play, but they score nonetheless. You get the ball in the end zone, it's worth 6. No matter who's touching the ball as long as he's legal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that was Logan. And it's now 14-0 in the kickoff. Sails to the 3-yard line, looking for a crease. He's got one. And quickly held up and down at the 30. So Packers another good return. And that's a return. This time brought it out by Nate Connor.
Yeah, it's been a really good return game, honestly, by the Austin Packers. But I think that's because they're taking these kicks and they're taking these in the end zone at the 5-yard line. They've been absolutely fantastic kicks by Ben Schwartz. So props to that guy for getting the ball downfield.
1st and 10 for Austin. Their own 30. 3 wide to the near sideline, and here's Couch. And the give, and nice room, 45-50. He's got a burst of speed, into Cougar territory.
Brandon Edgar finding the hole, showing some fantastic speed.
They'll mark this all the way down to the east 30-yard line. That was 40 yards on the run. By far the longest rush of the game by either team. Actually, not by far. I guess Warren had the 38-yard run. Check that. But at least it looked longer. And there's the pitch out again. Barreling ahead are the Packers. And man, when you get an opportunity, Brandon Edgar is showing it. And they are putting some life into this Packer team.
Yeah, Jacob Crouch barely getting that option read flip off out. Ended up attracting
Careful what you say there.
a lot of attention with it as well.
You did get a lot of attention with the flip-off, right? Wouldn't you? Maybe in a certain situation, anyway. Yeah, I get what I totally
hear
get
it's
what
okay
you're
if you're in. I hear it's okay if you're in traffic, but I'm not entirely sure about that one.
Let's take a measurement. What do you think? Short? Not short.
Yeah, we're thinking. We've confirmed with our PA guy. He's an expert. We believe it to be a few feet short. Looks like about 1 foot.
But there's lots of plays you could call in a third and short as opposed to a third and long. So obviously it's the Cougar front seven will have to be aware of the play call here. And again, they did do some fancy stuff early on in the game, a couple of them.
You know, in this situation, I would just, confer with Coach Brett Vessel. Just don't overthink it. Hand it to Marshawn Lynch. He'll get you your yard. Or in this case,
pistol. Movement by the Packers. And it is a 5-yard penalty. I think that's the penalty of choice tonight for both teams.
Man, I think that one hurts the most.
So
A third and short
6,
to a 3rd and 6.
Under 10 to go here in the first half.
On a team that hasn't had a lot of success through the air as well.
3 men to the left. Pump fake. And the throw incomplete on the right side, intended for Stoll.
Looks like a little bit of miscommunication as well. The pass was overthrown. Stoll came back to it. More of a kind of hook route, but that's tough. It's a tough play to make. Third and 6 with the drive on the line.
4th down coming up here for the Pack. Again, the 3 wide receiver set in pistol formation. Ball tipped to the line of scrimmage, incomplete. Just a disruption here on out. Who else?
Logan Swanson,
I think. Incomplete. And a turnover on downs. Cougars will get the ball back.
penetrating, getting his hands up, knocking that ball away. Most importantly, putting himself in the right position.
Cougars will take over at their own 27. Still 9:39 here in the first half. Time to see it go in the air.
You know, I really think so. But then at the same time,
Warren. Yep.
Cage Warren. Do we even need to say anything else, I guess?
Kamara in. Cage right. 30, 33-yard line. Well, they'll mark him shy, 31. A gain of 4. And there's a look at the offensive line. It's always good to have guys stay intact. We saw a few weeks ago where I think a couple guys went out for Northfield. Didn't hurt them in the end, but at the time it really did. They really suffered, and you got to keep guys cohesive there. Cage will go left. Forward progress to the 36. They'll be very close.
And I think Eric Davis is just thinking about shortening the game as much as he can from here on out, keeping it on the ground. With 14-point lead, why not?
But I refer to the Northfield game again. You don't want to totally sit on it. You have to know that any team can start creeping up, and we saw that in that fourth quarter.
And of course,
against
Northfield,
the Raiders.
the Cougars had a big lead versus Northfield.
Yep.
What was it?
27
yep. Over 20-point lead. Threw it all away in the fourth quarter.
Just wasn't. It was, I guess, a public, unfortunate thing for them defensively. But I think they've grown defensively as the flags come a-flying. That's a delay of game. New one here for the Cougars. Same result, 5 yards.
And it's almost identical to the penalty that we saw on the Austin Packers last drive of going from a really short third down to a long third down situation where suddenly you think, oh, I'm going to have to put it in the air.
Third down here for the Cougars. Man in motion to the far sideline. Kamara rolling out, has room. Off the back foot, shot and dropped. First down play, but Stengel could not make the catch. It'll be fourth down, and I think Mankato East will have to kick it away. Had the spacing, just not the. Gotta get that sticky hands.
Yeah, that was a tough one. That one hurt. Chimera put it right out there. He throws well on the run. That was an excellent pass.
A designed rollout, too.
Yeah, that was great. Unfortunately, couldn't reel it in.
4th and 6. Punt. Packers are going to let it bounce. Packer 38-yard line. It's dead. And they'll take over with 8:07 to go here.
Packers plenty of time in this second half. We have about 8:07 left on the clock. And the Austin fan section has been filling out here.
Yeah. We're saying, oh, when are they going to get here?
But it's like you said, it's a brutal drive. And
it could be, potentially, if it's middle of January or...
That's true.
No issues like that today. The throw, nice on-target pass, complete at the far sideline into Mankato East territory. And it was a nice job getting the ball, threading it there to Stool. First down. 48-yard line. That was a nicely thrown ball by Couch. First down play. Spun around to the 45, a gain of about 2. Brandon Edgar. Edgar, a senior for Austin. Couch, a junior quarterback. Couch will take the snap again in the shotgun, or pistol again. Reverse. Oh, in the backfield. Doesn't fool anyone. Back into Cougar territory, as a matter of fact. That's a loss of about 13 yards.
And that was number 30. Timothy Broomer.
23.
Or 23, sorry.
Oh, are you talking about the tackler?
The tackler,
right?
yes.
Right. My bad there. It was Elijah Anderson on the run.
Timothy Broomer getting a lot of penetration in there. Not fooled at all by the reverse.
Third and a 14, 15-yard range. Couch fakes. Your sideline man open. Caught at the 32 inside to the 31. And just when you think the Packers are going to fold the tent. They come back and make a great play.
Yeah, Janny Gash, the junior wide receiver, getting in the action, his first catch of the night. Wide open, just absolutely wide open. Find a soft spot in that zone.
6:44 to go here in the first half. A hard count again, handoff. Oh, really tough running, gets to the 30-yard line. Brandon Edgar. Now, Austin, not all their games have been wide margins. They had a 26-21 loss a couple weeks ago to Rochester Mayo. Really were in that game, watched the game. Then last week, the wheels fell off for them against Owatonna.
And neither of which bad football teams either.
Fade route outside, just overthrowing Couch, still showing off the arm strength. Maybe just a little too much. Third down and 10 to go with 6:06 to go.
Yeah, Sleal is 6'2", but I think he would have had to been 6'7". Randy Moss jumping ability to catch that one.
Third down and we'll say 10, yep. Couch. Throws left, complete, 25. Not going to get the first down was Jenny Gash. Cougars put him into fourth down territory here. So completion percentage good for Couch. And they'll step away from the ball and call timeout. We'll take a break as the Cougars lead 14-0 on Digity and KTV back after this. Welcome back to Wolverton Field. Jason March, Aaron Bachman.
Big fourth down conversion here.
It's big.
For the Austin Packers. There are 10 of 20 so far in the season. See if they can make that 11 of 21.
From the pistol again, throw, back corner, incomplete, knocked away, and a flag comes in late. Well, he tipped the ball, but he was also perhaps holding the arms down on the corner. That's going to be a first down on the pass interference.
Yeah, Couch just kind of threw it up there for his top target so far. And it was Alex Turner on the defense that got a little bit handsy, just a little, enough to throw the flag, and that was a big one.
It's physical on the outside as well. First down, Packers on the penalty. And this will be marked, let's see, inside the red zone here at the 12-yard line. Didn't get too much of a groan from the Cougar fans. I think they realized Turner got caught a little gold-gloved, wearing the gold gloves out there. First and 10 at the 12. So they can get a first down inside the 5. And Couch, little misdirection play, runs to the corner. He's in, touchdown. Couch running with some help. And at 5:29, it's 14-6.
Again, a great play fake there by Couch to Brandon Edgar. I think everybody thought it was going to Edgar inside, and then he kind of just snuck around the corner there. Showing pretty good speed, too, around the edge.
It's nice to have a friend like Brandon Edgar.
To see you through. take the attention of the defense.
And we have some football once again to be played. Extra point attempt coming up here by Nate Connor. Pushes it through, and the Packers have cut the lead in half. 14-7 was still about a little over 5 minutes ago. We'll be back after this on Digity. Welcome back, 14-7 here in the second quarter. We'll have halftime festivities for you as well tonight. As the Packers, short kickoff again. Cougars have to pick it up. It's live, and they do on the far sideline. I didn't quite catch who picked it up there. I think Warren did. He does. So the first down for the Cougars. First and 10 and over 5 minutes to go, 5:23. So, again, you want to get back and be relaxed. And you were talking about how Austin is playing up to that homecoming spoiler.
Yeah, during that break, we were just saying, this does not look like an 0-5 football team here. But then at the same time, they're coming in, they're 0-5. It's the other team's homecoming. They have nothing to lose, Jason. And at least a lot of athletes can say that's a fantastic position to be in. You're relaxed, you're feeling good. All the pressure is on Mankato East right now.
Bassett, big side, low run tackle. He's in the 40-45. Got the speed near midfield. Slides out of bounds. And that's what happens when Bassett gets room. He can pick it up. Lots of good athletes on this Mankato East team. There's no doubt about that. And again, they use the jet sweep, as they say, from the outside. Almost used to be called more the end around, but now it's, since the receiver is so far out away from the line of scrimmage, he has to start in motion to get the ball.
And jet sweep just sounds really cool too at the same time.
It does. First down, Cougars. Kamara hands off Warren, looks for a hole, got it, right side, 25. He's inside the 20, cut back to the middle, still going, drags a defender towards the end zone, down at the 2, maybe 1. Cage is out of breath and maybe more. Everybody's holding their breath here in Mankato East. Took some contact really at the end of the run. I think that's where maybe.
Yeah, that's probably the most contact that he took the whole play. Most of it was just brushing off defenders as he made his way to the 2-yard line.
48 yards on the ground. And that was a point where if you're looking, you're watching the play, you're saying, okay, so strung out to the right, holding is a big factor there. This time the Cougars at least weren't noticeable with any type of holds or blocks the back. Got Cage down to the 2. Now it's just a question of,
is he coming back? Is he not coming back? We're seeing Cage stand up, limping off a little bit.
And initially I thought, well, maybe he's just out of breath because he was laying on the back. Mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden he tried to roll over, and that's where it happened. So Now, obviously, it's up to the other backs for Mankato East to step in and take in there as we see Robert Miller come in now to get some of his first carries tonight.
And, before it was kind of the Cage Warren show the last couple games, the Cougars really showed their depth a lot, and they do have a lot of running backs, and they do have a lot of running backs that can produce consistent yardage.
From the 2 now, Cougars first down. Miller bouncing around like a pinball. He's near the goal line, and he's in. Calling the microwave, instant offense. It's 6. The Cougars back up by 2 scores.
And that was a giant hole right through the middle. Mankato East has just been pushing the interior line of Austin around this whole game. And they did there for the touchdown. Not a bad first carry there.
Yep. Flags again.
Robert Miller.
I think the Cougars probably want to find the erase button for these penalties here. There is a lot of excitement out there, but I think on the extra point especially, that's where you have to. I know everybody's excited, like I said. It can happen there too.
It's one of those things where you get a penalty, you might miss an extra point, and then you might lose a game by a point. It's almost like we've seen that before this season, Jason.
Schwartz again. It actually was against the Packers. So the kick is good. Cougars up 21-7. And we're back after this. (21-7), 3 plays, 50 seconds taken off. They started at, 71 yards total on the drive. Warren, though, I think the big story is Cage, and hopefully all the best to him.
Yeah, he's currently getting worked on by the Mankato East training staff down on the sideline while we watch the kickoff.
Schwartz on the way and sends it down, angles it. At the 3, here comes the return. Nice wedge again. They'll start in a decent position near the 30-yard line. And I like Austin's return game. John Gallagher especially doing a good job returning.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of space, and they're kind of the wedge that you talked about. Them setting up, they've been doing that very effectively and getting, Gallagher some holes. They've been getting Brandon Edgar as well some holes.
Okay, so obviously the Cougars responded, maybe not the way they wanted it ultimately, but get the points, come back to make it a 2-score game. And again, anytime a team hits you, you want to hit them back as soon as possible. 1st and 10. Here's Couch, going to go the option. Big hole near sideline. Here he goes. It's a first down and more, and into the Cougar bench. But a great explosion there. And it was Brandon Edgar took the option, and a good read by Couch. I think that goes unnoticed sometimes. The quarterback has to read it quick.
Yeah, a little bit of an overcommitment too, Mankato East. This is the 3rd or 4th time we've seen them overcommit to Couch, and then he just tosses it out to Edgar, and Edgar had a huge game.
Edgar bounces off a Cougar and tries to cut back. Nothing there. Loss of yardage, about 2-yard loss here in the second quarter. Still some time here for the Pack to push the ball.
Yeah, Jackson Hampel getting the first touch there in the backfield. Great penetration. Oh, yeah.
And there the ball's lost. And falling on it. Did Edgar fall on that again? Either way, the Packers are going the wrong way. Negative yardage plays, they add up. Or they subtract. It's now a third down play.
And it's third
17.
And very, very long.
3:25 to go. Again, pistol, 3 wides to the near side, and Couch calmly throws. It's intercepted. Down the right side, 20, 15. It's Nussmeier. He's in. Touchdown, Mankato East. A 35-yard interception for TD. And now the Cougars starting to storm ahead.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure who he was passing it to, but it ended up in Mankato East's hands. Number 48, Dominic Nussberg.
Dom.
And he had a full head of steam. I think he could have scored from 80 yards out there, going the other direction.
It was deceiving because Couch looked like he was very comfortable there, but just didn't make the read. Black jersey in front, takes it in.
And, you know, it's a lot of pressure too to get it past the first down marker there. Because you complete a 5-yard pass, that's all well and good. When it's 15, you really got to start getting it down the field.
Mankato East 28 and Austin 7. Defensive touchdown. Cougars back after this. (28-7), 35-yard interception return by Dom Nussmeier. And the Cougars now up by 3 scores.
Bit of
a good spot where you want to be.
Yeah, bit of a Cage Warren update. We saw him jogging around the sidelines, loosening up, looking pretty spry.
And again, Gallagher returns. And the tackle there wraps up nicely at the 22-yard line. Packers will start there.
But the next question for Cage Warren is, even if he's good to go, even if he's 100%, do you put him back in this game leading 28-7? I don't think I would.
I'm not going to pretend to be Eric Davis.
Yeah, with the depth that Mankato East has, it's probably not necessary. When you know you have guys like Caleb Miller, you have guys
like Robert as well.
Like Robert as well, yeah.
3 minutes still to go here in the first half. 1st and 10 for the Packers. Jacob Couch, quarterback. He runs that little tricky, really nice shield. You want to call it a shielded play, where he's shielding behind his running back. 2nd down. About, let's say about 5 or 6 for. Couch. Throws, one-on-one coverage, complete. And it's a 1st down for the Packers. They're moving the chains to the 43 of Austin.
And Austin picking on that corner wide receiver matchup. I think they really like it.
Stoliel, yeah. Stoliel has had a pretty good, successful output there so far. 2:25 to go. Quick out, throw, almost intercepted, actually over the hands of a couple Austin receivers. And now the Packers will come up to a second down situation here. 2:19 to go. If Austin can make a push here.
Especially for even just the morale at halftime and just the momentum going in,
just
you can often carry that over into the second half. So even if it's...
And rolling down is 25, Brandon Edgar.
There's really a lot that can do for the morale in the locker room at halftime. Even if it's not as impactful on the scoreboard, I think a score in the late second is much bigger deal than the early second.
Even if they can get deeper into East Territory, give them a little confidence. And they get into East Territory and a breakaway. Nice catch. Stoyle outside the yard markers to the 38, first down. And the completions for Couch are pretty dead on. Not missing his receivers very much, except the only real bad throw was that one overthrow and then the interception. Other than that, all the throws have been.
Yeah, if anything, he's been overthrowing them. He's been just misjudging either his arm strength or the route or something. I think especially for a coach, from the coaching perspective, you want that more than underthrowing, not having arm strength.
Cougars call time. Defensive. Over to the.
I just went by what Jason said.
Now the 28-7 game as we get ready for halftime. From my end, it looked like the Cougars made the call, and no one has come up here to pull us out of the box and tell us otherwise. Still about a minute and how much, Aaron?
Minute 46 left in the half.
Let's see if they take a shot. Are you into the prediction game yet? He's got 3 wide receivers. He's got some guys who can move down the field. They'll hand it off. Nice move. Cut back to the 15. Outside. And a big boost there. Just so shifty is Brandon Edgar. First down, Packers.
Yeah, really displaying that speed. All the way down to the 7.
The Cougars now have to go into the goal line set defensively. Edgar again dives near the 5. So getting close to the goal line. Let's see if Coach Vessel calls time here. Clock still going?
It is, yes.
Yep.
It is rolling. 13, 12, 11.
It's almost like now you're the opposite. The offense might want to take the timeout, but they're going to keep the clock going here. Gallagher pushing inside. Touchdown. Gallagher from 5. And the Packers will not quit.
And that is a huge touchdown for Austin. Absolutely huge. They have some confidence. They put together a great drive. All the way down. 80 yards? About, was it? They start
71.
71, yep.
From the 29. That's, I think, the second 71-yard drive we've had tonight. 71 must be the number. The extra point, Connor. It's good.
And that was just all aspects of the Austin Packers offense was clicking there. Their running game, their passing game. Couch looking very comfortable running the 2-minute drill. And, you're Eric Davis here. Are you trying to do anything other than just walk in the locker room with the 28-14 lead? 58 seconds left on the clock.
I'm thinking it over. Not just dead air, folks. Still thinking. Anything here?
It's one of those things where This is
We're not
still
being
a
paid to
14-point
take Coach
game.
Davis's job, but if we were, then
It's still a 14-point game. As a coach, you're still looking at that and you're still liking it.
Northfield. It's going to keep creeping up, isn't it? It's going to keep creeping up when we keep talking about it. No one wants to say that word around East. So we won't. Cougars have some time, though. So, yeah, definitely at least a situation, and this is what Coach Davis does. He prepares for these situations no matter what the score is. And it's, again, a kickoff. They're going to go deep. Taken. Nice hole there. He might not have a decision to make. Oh. Gets it out to the 36-yard line. Flag down, 35. And hold up, folks.
Yeah, a bit of a different kickoff strategy there by Austin.
They were kicking it, yeah.
Going
Pooch
deep.
kick short.
Whereas, yeah, they're just doing pooches, and, it was really working out. They gave Des Bassett a head of steam. And there was definitely some beaten hearts and some scared faces on the Austin sideline when he got into that open field.
Let's listen. Okay, a face mask. His mic didn't quite catch there. Or he was just pantomiming. He's got some practice here. I heard the mic going from the officials earlier, but we'll be on that wirelessly here over the halftime break.
Yeah, the Cougars backing up now.
50 seconds to go.
Ball on the 20.
I don't see a victory formation here, so they're going to run some standard plays. Kamara in at quarterback. Richard. First down play. Pass it off the left side. Dez. Dragged down. Clock will continue to run, and will Coach Davis stop it? Nope. 40 seconds to go. Cougars have about 4 to go. I think you just want to play sound football to close it out. Hang on to the ball.
Don't be too panicked by that inside 2-minute score by Austin.
And you
You're
hang on
still
to the ball.
up.
Yep. 20 seconds. Richard. Throw the outside, and Stengel can't hang on.
And the other big thing we haven't pointed out quite yet is Cage Warren is back in the game. As much as it may not be for a lot of workload in this first half, it's definitely alluding to the second half being a bit more of the same for Mankato East, more Cage Warren.
12 seconds left here. And it'll be third and four at the 26. Well, the knee was down, I think. Cage. 28-14. The clock has stopped. Somebody must have called a timeout. There we go. It did not. They just stopped it momentarily, and that's the end of the first half. Cougars.
Mankato East 28. Austin Packers 14. As they head off to the locker rooms. The field preparing for the homecoming festivities soon to come, which we will have. Stick around.
First, we'll take a few breaks here, and we'll be back with the halftime. Mankato East homecoming here on Digity. "24 minutes on the game clock to go." And again, Coach Davis earlier in the season said we have to play 48 minutes of football, not 24, not 36, 48, and right down to the wire. Kickoff East, and that's another thing, Austin gets the return here in the second half. And they do a little trickery there as Gallagher runs straight through, takes the reverse. Nice job of sticking with the contain, and the Cougars stop him at the 21.
That was number 41, Caleb Miller, with the tackle. Not really thrown off at all by the reverse on the kickoff return there.
Well, it's called staying in your lanes, right?
Yep, sticking to your man.
1st and 10 Packers here. Thanks again to the halftime, and we'll do a similar thing at West next week.
Thanks again to CCTV, allowing us to free us up and do more commentary.
Packers will start 1st and 10 to start the 3rd quarter. Adjust our screen here. And out of the gates, play action, throw, slant pass incomplete. Jenny Gash, the intended receiver, 2nd down. And we're seeing a little bit more play action too, as well. They come right out of the break there with that.
You know, it's playing off something they established with Enger, and they're just running with it.
The option read, he goes to the middle, wants the ball loose. I think the Packers get the ball at the 20, and they do. OL takes it. So a fumble recovery and a loss of yardage. And now is that Couch? Might be. We're going to take a break here. Score 28-14 back after this. Packers cannot be liking this too much. Quarterback down, now being rolled, attended to. Really, the pile, it was the option, straight up, and then took a hit.
Yeah, one of the first times that Couch actually kept it, cutting it back up and getting hit firmly. Talking about backup quarterbacks for Austin. There's a couple options that they could go with. We have Peter Connor, sophomore, number 14, or Riley Wempner, number 9, the freshman. We'll see which one is.
Nate Connor might actually take the snap here. Nate Connor. See, number 8. In from his receiver position. He will take the reins here for the Packers. Tough spot for him, but obviously has to take a little bit of the snaps throughout the week. Otherwise, he's not taking the snaps in the game, obviously, right now. First play, just a draw to get him comfortable. And he picks up a few yards out to the 30, or near the 30-yard line.
Showing that wide receiver speed a little bit.
But it does change Coach Bessel's strategies a little bit, obviously. Without saying, of course. New package here on 4th down, and they'll punt. So Cougars get the three and out.
Yeah, new quarterback on
yeah, you almost have to do a low risk on that type of play.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
The deep ball is just not feasible.
I mean, it's tough coming down with that 3rd and 10.
Yep.
You've been playing wide receiver all day. You can't really be expected to throw it down the field.
4th and 4, the 28 punts on the way. Turner has a spot to return, takes it to 32. Big block there in front, gets to the 35, and now a flag comes in on probably a block to the back. It's interesting, the official near that block didn't throw the flag, but the near line judge, well, we'll see here. That is even against the Cougars, but he threw the flag late as a reaction maybe to that hit. We'll see.
I mean, just from up here, it looked like a clean hit for me.
Yes, I think it was a front.
It was
from the front.
frontal.
Absolutely.
It was brutal, but I think it was legal.
I think that might be what they're discussing. Was it a
unnecessary?
Certainly, if I'm in that position, if it's a crackback, you throw the flag immediately. I mean, it's a safety thing, but I felt that it seemed like the East blocker was absolutely engaged face to face. For that brief moment. He was engaged. Yep, it's going against the Cougars. Not too sure about that, but it goes in the books.
Not very happy about that one.
Couple Cougars shaking their heads, but again, I think the officials want to err on the side of caution. And
you know, in a game where we've already seen how many injuries, 4 injuries between the two teams, you really can never be too careful. Player safety has to come first, and that's, the officials' reasoning here.
So just a different starting spot now for the Cougars here. Third quarter underway, 28-14. We just started here, and it seems like we've been playing this third quarter forever, and we've only got 2 minutes. Lots of stoppages. It hasn't been the most clean middle of the game here so far by either team. Kamara, look at the speed on the outside. He's got to hold the ball, too. He held the ball out near the sideline. That's a spot where you don't want to lose it either inside your own 20.
And that was Jesse Sonoground, number 13 for Austin, running him down for the 5-yard loss in the play.
Handoff. Warren flagged down again. There's some frustration by the Cougars right now.
And John Gallagher just being an absolute workhorse of a linebacker for the Austin football team here. He's been all over the field, and he's getting dirty.
Holding on the Cougars. So another stoppage in play with 9:29, and now it's going to be a second and very long. You just want to get some positive yardage. You do not want to be losing yardage, obviously, at this point.
It's one of those things where you need to think about field position as well, because if you get stopped in and around here with this return game of Austin that's been going on, a punt's really dangerous.
So Kamara from the shotgun. Warren, not much there. Good pursuit by the Packers.
Tackle by John Gallagher again. Running down Cage Warren. On the outside sweep there. This Austin defense looks energized, Jason. Completely different team almost coming back in the second half, given they've been helped by some penalties on here, but they are taking full advantage of this field position.
Sure. 8:42 to go here in the third, and now Cougars really in a tough spot. 3rd and 20 at their own 9. Kamara swing pass out. Caught. And breaking one tackle, gets out to the 20, 25, 30. There goes Cage. He's at the 40, 50, 40 down the sideline. 30. No flags. It's going to be a touchdown for Mankato East. It's 91 yards.
Wow. Wow. I'll say it again. That was amazing. Great running. He broke one critical tackle at the 20, and that's all it took for Cage Warren.
And talk about getting out of a hole.
Man. If you want to see a government bailout, Cage Warren just sent Fannie Mae a $1 million gift right there.
The leg looked pretty good there. Extra point coming. 34-14. And that's a backbreaker for Austin, I think.
You know, you played so well. And it was almost that Austin's defense was so overexcited, and they were so that they kind of forgot their angles of pursuit. It's a drill that you always do. Every single practice you do an angles of pursuit drill. And some guys are trying to do too much. They're trying to stop them right there, but losing the contain.
Back after this, 35. And now we're back here live as the Packers ready to return the kick here, 35-14 Cougars. And a huge hole again. Gallagher takes it to the 38.
And talking about Gallagher on that last play, he actually had the penetration, and he had at least two hands on Cage in the backfield for a loss, but just Cage Warren breaking it.
So the Packers will start first and 10 at the 39. Yep, Aaron.
It's one of those things where you were saying earlier it's not necessarily always designed. Big plays aren't written up that way. I guarantee that wasn't what Eric Davis was thinking, but personal effort.
Yes, it's usually somebody making a play or somebody missing an assignment or something that usually sparks large yardage plays, as we saw. Throw to the outside, complete to Stoyle. And
we got Couch back in the game.
Yep.
With that completion.
And look good on the throw, 44-yard line, on the pass.
Definitely a big positive for Austin here. They need him, and they need this passing game to click if they're going to have any chance of closing this gap any further as we move through the third quarter.
And there's the hand, not enough for the first down. To the Austin 47. It'll be third down coming up here. And well, passing game for the Cougars. Get a lot of yards on that one play. Really, I don't think they threw more than 5 times in the first half. 5 or 6.
I don't think so.
And most of the targets for Dez. Here's the pitch. Oh, nice again on the option. Almost got the first down, but he is held up very close. I'm not sure.
I think he got it. I think
forward progress.
Forward progress. He got hit very, very well right before the 50, but kept fighting, kept those legs driving. Brandon Edgar.
It's a matter of
we'll have to check the spot.
Yes, first down, and you got it. Nice. Mr. Laser Eye there. Just looking right down the line.
Well, this is an easy angle for us. We're right on the 50.
Yep. 6:45 to go, first and 10 at the 49. And it's Edgar.
Or Gallagher.
Was it Gallagher? Yes.
It was. Running tough on the inside for around 3 yards. In hurry up now, Austin.
Yeah,
6 minutes left in the third.
And the Cougars are like, come on, clock. Throw to the slot, incomplete, deflected there. Mankato East knocks it down. Third down coming up in 6. Pass attempts clearly favoring Austin here, but big plays other way. 3rd and 6, 47. 35-14 Mankato East. Couch. Fake. Throw, hit as he throws, incomplete. Pressure there, and he certainly felt it. Incomplete 4th down. And again, it's not about getting the sack. It's about getting the pressure, and Logan was right there.
You know, and that's what they always say about pass rushers is that the sacks, the tackles for losses, those come from consistent effort, consistently getting in the backfield, pushing the offensive line back, being disruptive. And the sack's just the icing on the cake.
6:15 and a 4th down play for Austin. They're going to have to start doing these things to stay competitive here. Couch will throw. Slot caught. He's got room inside the 10. He's going to score. Touchdown, Connor. Big time catch. That's a right play call. 47 yards to Peter.
He's like, I'm a wide receiver, not a quarterback, guys. Come on. Great catch, great run. Very great speed, too, after the catch. Outrunning everybody on the Mankato East defense.
And don't count your chickens yet. They haven't hatched.
Not at all.
A nice answer by Austin. And still 6 minutes to go. We're halfway through. Spot the kick. It's good. 35-21. Interesting.
You have got to be impressed by these drives Austin's putting together.
We'll take a break right after this. Jason Aaron, Digity, and also KTV. Partnership here tonight. Homecoming, Mankato East and Austin. Still a good chunk to go, and they shorten it up. Taken by the out man. And it was...
That was number 11 on
kick effort,
Mankato East. And you know, both Jason and Aaron, we are both impressed by these drives that Austin has been putting together. They've been long, they've been precise, some really good play calling, everything kind of coming together. I love the mix-in of the read option for this offense.
1st and 10 Cougars.
It's been successful.
Is this almost a thing where you say, guys, if you have the hole, take it. If you don't, go down, get the clock moving.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be saying that sometimes.
Speed this game up.
Oh, Kamara losing the ball, picks it up. Wait a minute. They're saying when he picked it up, the knee was on the ground? I don't see an argument from Coach Davis, but...
It's college rules. He touched by his knee
Yeah.
on the ground.
That's what I was wondering if the knee was down. Ever so slightly, yeah, he reached for it, and his knee was touching.
Unfortunate, he had a lot of room to make a play or get rid of the ball.
A little burst there, but not much. That brings up 3rd down here. Warren and just nodding. I'm nodding too because we know what's going on in our minds.
Yeah.
From my previous experience.
Another 3rd and 5. This has been where the big plays have been coming. We'll see if
5:40 to go.
Pull another one.
Kamara will throw over the middle, cut to the 50, moving. James, he got it, first down. Oh, what a show of toughness by the kid into Packer territory.
DeAndre Moore. Fantastic catch, fantastic run.
First down.
Conversions when they count, they're huge.
You know, it's the first time we've called his name, and that was a big play.
And now the handoff. Couple steps ahead to the 41. Is Cage not shying away from contact? Five minutes here in the third period. A second down facing the Cougars. See our score 35-21. Still, I mean, this is a very important drive for the Cougars. They need to keep the clock running. Bassett to the outside, sweep. Out of bounds. Well, it didn't accomplish the clock stopping, but at least positive yardage.
Yeah, good pursuit by the Austin defense. Really fast on the corners. John Gallagher there again.
Third down coming up here, and now it's inside the Austin 40, 38-yard line. On the pistol set. Oh, does Richard know what's the play call here? He is. He's ready. Have to hurry here. It's the snap off, throw, toss and catch, and a completion should be enough to the 34.
Right at the marker, that catch there. It didn't look like he had a lot of forward progress, pretty much brought down immediately, but again, we'll go back to the spot. And
Stengel with the catch, yeah.
And see how generous the refs are feeling tonight.
Well, you go back to the Viking game in Detroit where it was just a hideous transfer of the ball. Mm-hmm. The officials have to be sharp, even especially on the first down calls. Didn't even mark it, you know?
Yeah.
At least they're getting out the chains here. There it is, first down.
First down. And it's a big one. 4:21 left in the third. Cougars driving.
But again, here's where you stay within your game, stay patient. And I think a lot of that homecoming hangover, so to speak, from the week should be wearing off by now for a lot of the guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you're enmeshed in a battle here, and that is a battle. Whoa. Warren taken down by a host of Austin Packers. Did he get back to the line of scrimmage? Not really. He actually lost one. Back to the 35. Clock will roll.
Some really good passing yardage we've seen. A little bit new aspect to the Cougars offense.
Setting up now on the tight end on the right. Kamara deep drop. Man, he's going back. Escapes the rush. Now he's going to hit. Oh, he got out of that tackle. Not that one. Down at the 40. Oh, Gallagher now takes a. Oh boy.
Gallagher down.
And just
at the 42.
The
threw his helmet
injury
off.
bug piling off for Austin here.
This would be a big one. Gallagher has been everywhere tonight, whether it's running the ball or stopping the opposing ball carriers.
We're going to take a break. 35-21 Cougars. And back here at Wolverton Field, homecoming Mankato East, we have 3:10 to go still in the third quarter. But a tough break here for the Austin Packers. John Gallagher, having a great return game and as his touchdown scored, playing here on defense. Getting up.
Yeah, good to see walking off, but he's been the absolute linchpin for this defense. Middle linebacker, has had a lot of presence both inside and outside. We'll see. We'll look to the rest of the linebacker corps to step up here.
Obviously, it happens through the course of the game, but there's, the injuries, the penalties are the two things both teams are, never want to see. And we've seen a lot of both from both teams. And the injuries are not always something you control, but getting to the penalty part, a lot of the pre-snap penalties, those are things you can.
Mm-hmm.
And now here is Camaro jumping out to Warren. Nice pursuit. Positive gain. The Cougars will have a fourth down play, but the clock runs, and 4th and 11. Ooh, there's not much wind, but we're way far beyond Ben Schwartz, who does have a field goal of 40 yards this year.
Yeah, that was a great snag too there by Warren, showing his hands off.
And punt attempt here by the Cougars here.
Yeah, that would have been an over 50-yard field goal.
Cougars
Pretty
late
tall
on
order.
the field. 4th and about 13. He'll try to just corner it. Sends it to the corner. Out of bounds inside the 15. At the Packer 12. Punt. And actually, Schwartz,
Pretty good
an
punt.
offensive weapon there. Yep.
Yeah, very good punt.
Well, here's the Packers, 35-21. Still
worse
a
field
ways,
position
but
than they're used to.
we've seen the big plays, and Packers made that one pretty recently. The 47-yard touchdown on that previous possession. You don't count them out.
I've honestly been, if I needed one long drive to win the game, I think I would go with the Austin Packers right now because they've really been putting it together as far as being balanced offensively, but they've been on the wrong end of the big plays.
Oh, nice catch, and still dragging defenders. First down, the Cougars trying to poke the ball out, but all the way out to the 20-yard line. A very good play call once again, I think. Coach Vessel is dialing them up at the right time. Janny Gash with the first down. 6'3". Wow. Well, the picture tells everything.
Yeah, that's a weapon.
And I'm saying this picture here.
Oh, man, I didn't even see the injury. Man.
I'll mark it at the 29 on the reception.
They're piling up here, Jason.
Not to make light of it, but it is turning into a mash unit for Austin here.
Ugh.
Hopefully this will be just... We have seen the quarterback come back, and we have seen Connor come back as well, so...
Has Gallagher been back in the game yet, or is he still sidelined?
Haven't seen him.
I do believe he is.
And we'll step aside for another break.
Back in looking at this injury. The latest in a rash of Austin injuries. Janny Gash with the completion and the really nice run downfield. Unfortunately ending on the ground. Getting picked up here by the Austin staff.
Yeah, so, and I think a lot of the times you wait it out and you don't want to get up right away. I mean, especially on maybe a blow to the head, because that just compounds things. But Gash going to head to the sideline, and probably he might not know exactly on this earth where he is right now. Hopefully he does at some point.
Yeah, I mean,
and gets back out on the field.
Concussions can be a serious issue.
Absolutely.
We're seeing that in the new Will Smith movie coming out.
Right.
Specifically in the NFL, but of course still a thing in the high school as well.
But first down, Packers, as they get set. A minute and a half to go here. Third quarter, Cougars up. And pump fake, all over the shoulder. That was a nice double move around Bassett, but couldn't hit his receiver, his main man there, Stoll.
Yeah, Stoll got open, and then he looked on the wrong shoulder for the ball, and the ball ended up coming over his outside shoulder instead of inside, and he couldn't quite make the adjustment.
2nd and 10. Right around the 30-yard line. Edgar, nice push. Shy of the first, but he gets down to the 39. That'll be a 3rd and short for the Austin Packers. Clock running down here in the third quarter. Mankato East secondary has to be ready here for a play fake. They run though, draw, first down. Just enough yardage, keep the chains moving, and that's what Austin wanted.
Tough running again. Brandon Edgar getting that first down. But I think your point was excellent there, Jason. You really got to pay attention because this is definitely 4th down territory for Austin.
Couch running the option up the middle. That's where he got hurt before. Picks up a couple yards. 28 seconds to go. I think they'll have to run one more play with the 25-second clock. Obviously not visible here at Wolverton Field as in other locations, but
yeah, if you're Mankato East, you're very okay with a 2-yard keeper to keep the clock running.
There's a play fake, man one-on-one coverage. Little arm fighting there, but a incompletion.
Flag on the play?
Yes.
Looks like maybe pass interference.
Turner tagged again. I paused there because I initially, but again, there is no rule for overthrown ball or uncatchable.
Yep, in high school.
At high school. So you almost have to see if the player doesn't make that turn, get into that hand fighting thing. 9 out of 10, it's going to the receiver. First down, Packers on the penalty. I think we're in double digits now for penalties for Mankato East. Ouch.
Ooh, yeah.
And
we
you're
have
up,
not been keeping track. It's been too painful for me, I think.
Second pass interference on Mankato East, and that puts him in a good spot into Cougar territory with 2 seconds to go. And keeping it and room is Gash. Or not Gash, excuse me, the quarterback. I wanted to say Gash.
Couch gashing
Gash.
the defense for first down.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Another big, long drive by Austin.
This might be the closest 35-21 score I've ever seen.
Oh, absolutely it is.
We'll take a break and be back on Digity.
And if you remember those apple
Applebee's football that I talked about earlier. They're gold. They're going to be thrown possibly by a guy wearing gold. If you want one, start calling for the ball, and you might catch one of those Applebee's free appetizer footballs. We'll also see if Mr. Waterbury can throw one all the way up to the scorer's booth. Doesn't look like it. If you caught a football, go to Applebee's after the game. If you sat near somebody who caught a football, ask them if they want to go to Applebee's or take you to Applebee's after the game. Each football's good.
Very tiring.
We start the fourth quarter here. Jason Aaron, and now the Packers, really an important play series for them to stay in this game. Pump fake throw, knocked away. Cougars with the knockdown, but we were talking off camera, off air, briefly about with all the festivities this week. I know guys are prepared and the coaches prepare them just fine. Is a little bit of fatigue setting in for Mankato Eastern defensively?
You know, I think so. I absolutely believe so. It's maybe guys aren't getting enough sleep, but at the same time, when you're just dealing with drive after drive over 60 yards by Austin, you get tired, man. It takes a toll reacting all the time to these vary of play calls.
And I think where the Cougars have had trouble is with the physical, repetitive drives. And it's just a matter of toughening up and getting past your whatever fatigue you have. Yep, fourth quarter especially. Couch has a man one-on-one. It is caught. What a catch! Flag down, touchdown. This will stand, my friend. That's probably going against Mankato East. Oh.
That was a touchdown by number 23, Anderson.
Did you see that? The one hand
receiver.
fighting off the man.
That was great. That was a fantastic catch, fantastic run.
And it's 35-27.
That's one of the most excellent penalties to get to make the catch through the pass interference. They were like, no, we don't need that. No way. We'll take the touchdown, please. And you know, one thing that's been consistent for Austin this entire second half has been their offensive line play. They've been playing a variety of sets, a variety of packages. They've been had deep routes, they've had short routes, they've had runs, they've had read options, and the line.
They've utilized everybody on offense without Gallagher, without some of your key guys at key times too. Key drive.
Again, this was Anderson's first time we've called his name, and it was for a giant play, a touchdown.
Whoa, blocked. Extra point blocked. KNG kick no good.
That's big, Jason.
35-27 as it stands. Still a lot of time here in the, and we'll keep it right here. That's just, I think that's the Cougars remembering the Northfield game, saying, hey, we can turn this on special teams. Let's just put it in there, give it our all, and they got the block.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things where Austin's offense has been running so smoothly, maybe people aren't paying as much attention to the extra point as they need to be. You really got to be blocking 100%. And a lot of those guys are the same guys in the offense, and they might just taking a play off, as it were. But 1 point in an all-touchdowns game, it's a big deal. It's a very, very big deal.
Okay, well, it's clear East needs to keep the clock going, but not at the expense of picking up the first downs. It's obviously a thing where you stop the clock in high school, right? First down. That's always not a good thing sometimes, because you do want to keep that thing going. And I've always thought that, you know, if there was a way you could change that rule as Austin kicks off here, well, we'll get to it in a second here. And here is Dez trying to find room. He mentions to the outside. Didn't get enough burst, but a pretty decent return after all is said and done to the 38-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, going back to a little bit of that procedural stuff we were talking about. The rule is, of course, the clock stops at first down no matter what.
It's almost as if the team that's in the fourth quarter, that's ahead, should have the option of, well, we want a stoppage or don't stop it. Almost like you can call out the sticks. I know it's an interesting angle, but if it's close, it's kind of like if it's close, you let it go. Warren.
Or you just hand it to Cage Warren and you don't worry about a thing.
To the 50. There's that gold Cougar thing.
That's Mankato's first down.
And the clock will resume. It's all about focus here, Aaron. All the things you worked for this week are going to come down this, and Cody Olson now going to try to show he has some poise here. And that's incomplete, short. I don't know if the ball, it was just a little flatly thrown ball. Did he slip? I don't think the field's that slick. It's actually been pretty dry the last couple days.
It looked a little off target, to be honest. Cody Olson maybe not as warm coming in the fourth quarter. Not playing much in the second or third.
Here's a blitz. They read it well. And now the Austin fans and Austin sideline really excited to put it to third down here. And why not? They're in Packer territory, but not by much.
Yeah, that was Big Luke Hawkshead making the play, 230-pound junior.
10 minutes to go here. And a flag against the Cougars. This might be on Bassett here. Did he take off early? Nope. Encroachment penalty against the Reds and Whites. There's our score, 35-27. Under 10 ticks to go here in the clock. Fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think the entire stadium just assumed that one was on the Cougars as the groan.
Well, there have been so many.
Yeah.
Again, Austin trying to jump. Trying to anticipate the snap count from Cody Olson. Here's Warren. 40, 35, flag, 20, 10, inside. Touchdown. I'm saying that really cautiously here. It starts as a touchdown, but
yeah, there's a flag right around the 40.
Saw it right away.
Yep. And the referee is motioning them to come on back, guys. This one's... You were right to use caution, Jason, because they're going all the way back.
And there you see Nussmeier explaining to the officials, and he's got to step away here. The emotion is part of it, but you have to use your head too.
The Mankato East fans not happy with that one, but
there have been a lot of mistakes, and
it seemed to be
with this officiating crew, they're going to pick up on the mistakes. And
it seemed to be a pretty fast flag. It was a fast call, pretty decisive. Mankato East looking for a play. They don't have a play.
3rd and 12 to 46.
Clock running.
It's a deep spot. Here's Olson throwing over the middle and off the hands. Warren couldn't hang on to it, and it's 4th down, and the disruption just enough by the Packers. The fans are, and I think Coach Davis is.
The agitation is growing, Jason. I'm feeling it just as much as everyone else.
35-27. And I think what people's frustrations are is let the guys play the game almost situation. Now, while the officials have been making calls consistently throughout the game, that shouldn't be a concern. And there's the punt, and it almost drops down at the 1-yard line, but it'll be out for a touchback. This is all on Mankato East defense right now.
And this is the thing where it's still a one-score game. They might have missed that extra point, but It's still 8 points. It's still within reach on this possession to tie it up for Austin.
Well, again, we were thinking halftime, we're like, let's sit back and watch the second half of a game that's slowly separating. Not going to be like that.
Least
No way.
bit. You should have seen the firm no head shakes me and Jason gave each other. We absolutely understood where this game's going.
Again, it's all on Mankato East, the Cougar defense here. The pressure needs to be up on Couch. Couch takes the snap on 1st and 10 at the 20. And there's a flag. Also a takedown at the line of scrimmage. One key thing is, as we said, Gallagher, I have not seen a 44 out there since the rough and tumble hit defensively.
Mm-hmm.
Holding against the Packers, and you see
every play, it seems like. Every single play. It's just not clean football. It's dirty, and sometimes that's how the games have to be. And you got to win these just as much as you got to win the pretty ones, if not more.
Cougars trying to secure that home playoff berth for the second year in a row. And there's Couch. 1st and 20 now. Cougars show blitz. Couch lobbing it over and off the fingertips of Connor. I think Connor looked that into his hands, but then he looked it out.
Yeah, it was one of those situations where it bounces off your chest and you still have a shot at it, but it's a tough catch to make going to the ground as well.
Packers, though, trying to get some momentum back. There's the slant again, and the Cougar defense all over that front 7. Kazi incompletion. 3rd down and a bunch.
That was Nussmeier getting his hand up, knocking it down. That guy's been a ball hawk tonight.
Okay, I'm going to say it. Cougars have the same spot on the field, 3rd and 20. That's all I'm going to say.
We will see what the Packers can do with this.
Packers have it.
Mankato East crowd rising.
Jacob Couch takes the snap, throws, incomplete, knocked away, and the Cougar defense holds. They had to, and they did. 3 straight incompletions by a guy who was pretty hot from the shotgun there.
Des Bassett playing some good defense, knocking that one down at the 20.
Cougars will get ready for the punt.
4th and 20, a bit too tall of an order to think about going for it. 1-score game, 9 minutes, 8 seconds left on the clock.
The Austin TV view is back on. I think that's an end zone camera, if I'm not mistaken. It's not our feed.
They'll finally get some analysis going. It's probably what they needed.
Oh, it's a high punt, but very short. Bounces around the the Packer 32, and they'll down it there. A fortuitous bounce from Mankato East. Connor's punt just didn't have too much under it. And now for East, 8:58 to go. They have the ball at the 32-yard line. And forgive me saying back in the first quarter that one play broke Austin's back. I take that back. I apologize to all Austinites.
It certainly seemed that way at the time, though. And
Your appearances are deceiving.
You got to credit Austin.
There he goes. Oh, touchdown. Mankato East, 32 yards. Just pick it up on one play at 8:49. And just like that, not being denied.
Cage Warren, again, with the hole, with the speed, with the touchdown. And again, the Austin's defense sorely missing John Gallagher. Filling holes in the run game.
Extra point, spot, snap. Through. And the score, Mankato East 42. Austin 27, back after this.
27. After Cage Warren's 31-yard touchdown run.
One play, 32 yards. Do you like those short drives? Or
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah. If you're an East fan, you just breathe a giant sigh of relief because it was looking much, much too stressful.
And I think for Austin, it actually looked a little too easy. After really playing well here in the fourth, defensively so far.
And, it's one of those things where
Oh, he muffed it. And just as we say something else happens. It's really hard to get a read on things because it's so full of action here tonight. But they get the recovery, and we'll start first and 10.
Elijah Anderson really reacted pretty well to that bobble, taking it cleanly, running up the middle to just past the 20, the 24-yard line. And it kind of comes down that last Austin drive to that holding penalty. Because immediately you get the holding penalty, you get long yardage, Couch gets a little bit uncomfortable, throws three straight incompletions, and suddenly you feel a little bit out of the game.
Shotgun again, the pistol. To his left. And ball tipped, incomplete. 4 straight incompletions. And now when you don't have that rhythm, all of a sudden your mind gets to thinking, uh-oh, now I might have to rush. Little things creep into your head, even though you don't want them to, they do. Here comes Logan, here comes Nussmeyer, here comes Giesart, all these guys on the outside. And there's an out wraparound tackle and a put down in the backfield loss.
Logan Swanson, all over the place.
22.
Active hands, making that tackle for a loss.
This ball placed at the 21-22.
3rd and 12.
Couch now has to look downfield. Takes the snap. To his right, high throw, incomplete. Intended for Tyler Tupie. And just no rhythm right now for Couch. Cougars have really disrupted that thing, and what a credit Coach Stewart defensively for Mankato East heading out there. And we're going to take a break and be back. Cougars up 42-27 here in the fourth.
Cougar High School fans, remember, after the game tonight, there is a dance in the high school. The homecoming dance will take place right after the game in the high school, starting immediately following the game, and it will end promptly at 11:30. At 11:30, you're out of the dance. Make sure you have a ride arranged.
Jason March, Aaron Bachman.
Back at you.
It's
7:58 left in the fourth quarter.
Austin, though, of course, in catch-up mode at this point. Got really close there. And it was, 35-27. But the Cougars, that score by Warren just changed the complexion of everything. And how quickly it was done. And, shows you the what do I want to say? The opportunities when the Cougars have them, they'll take advantage.
And, of course, set up by that great defensive stand and the short punt as well.
4th down, punt formation, backed up in their own end. He'll move for some room, and Connor gets it away. A lot better punt this time. No one back to field at Mankato East. The ball bounced near the 48. And a punt. Cougars force them 3 and out. And it'll be Cody back out at quarterback. Cody and Kamara, a little bit better performance so far this week, especially you're bailed out by a 91-yard catch and run. 85 of that was the run.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, that was your yak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yards after catch or yards
yak.
after contact. I think it's interchangeable between the two. First play, Caleb Miller not going anywhere. Good job by Austin to penetrate. Second down.
Number 22, Jaden Erie on the tackle.
But I think Coach Davis has got to say, hey, let's wink, wink, let's keep the clock moving. You want to pick up a first down, but you also want to keep Austin's offense off the field. Warren again, short of the original line, to the 49.
Playing pretty relaxed, Jason. I don't know. There's not a lot of time on the clock, but the way East is playing, they're getting ready to go to the dance after the game.
Ooh,
can't do that quite yet. It is not over.
third down, plus 10. Miller takes the ball. See how many timeouts. Austin with two timeouts left. And I'm sure Coach Vessel will wait till that's absolutely necessary to use it. And the Cougars will punt.
A pretty uninspired offensive series there by the Cougars. 3 runs, none of them making back to the original line of scrimmage.
I can only say that it's just a move to keep the clock going.
Yep.
Punt by Schwartz here. Pretty good air. Connor takes it at the 12. Couple stutter steps, and he's down at the 14. Or excuse me, 19.
Great punt by Schwartz.
But the ball is in the court of Austin now, so they have to make some plays.
Austin looking here. 2 scores down. And a 2-point conversion. A long road, not untravelable, but difficult. All the same.
Couch, though, credit to him, he took a shot third quarter and was able to recover there and play some pretty good ball here in the second half. Screen pass, caught. Not enough for the first, but about 8 yards. Clock at 5:40. Sure, the Cougars are looking at that. They'll mark this about the 27-yard line. Oh, good penetration and a loss of yardage. And it was Brandon Edgar. Timeout Austin, and a man hurt again. He looks like temporarily went down, and now he's sitting up, though. But you got to have your heart out for these guys here.
Yeah, that was
depth is one concern anyway, especially Austin.
Oberockling, Kyle, number 56, down the field. Never something you want to be seeing.
42-27. But we've seen Cage, you've seen the predictable Cage scoring here for Mankato East as he gets up. And the unpredictable with Logan Swanson coming in, barreling in inside the 5. He started at about the 7 just to get a head of steam there.
Yeah, that was a direct snap. Logan Swanson, I don't think anyone was calling that before the game started.
Then you see Austin, nice comeback in the 3rd and 4th. But the Cougars have kept them at arm's length, especially defensively here. Option play for Couch. Sat down, and it'll be 4th down coming up and short of the 1st down. Under 5 minutes to go, a critical mark we've hit. Here at homecoming, Mankato East. Saw the homecoming at halftime as well.
Yeah, Logan Swanson in the middle of it as usual.
3rd, 4th and 3 at the 26. I think for all intents and purposes, this is the play for the Packers here. Couch throws off the fingertips and incomplete. Turnover, Mankato East. And the defense is held now for a couple possessions here since the start of the quarter. That 26-yard touchdown pass Anderson from Couch.
And it's one of those things where an absolute part of the game that the Cougars have improved on is their discipline. We haven't seen any big pass interference calls that have sustained other Austin drives. We've just been seeing good, solid defense, energy, and a lot of penetration by that defensive line.
Cougars now on offense, and Olsen. Robert Miller. Pretty nifty gain there. Up to the 20-yard line. Again, the Cougars here leading 42-27, a partnership here, Digity Broadcasting and KTV. Glad to work, and we'll work on that here next week at Mankato West homecoming as they play next week.
Yeah, thanks a lot for listening, though, guys. Really appreciate it.
CityLink
getting
TV.
Out and getting on our webcast.
It's evolving each week for us, just the way it's structured. Miller, Robert got a bulk of the carries to start the season. And then Cage went on a tear, But you don't count Robert out as a viable option, especially depth-wise for Mankato East.
Yeah, he's a tough runner. He's a in between the tackles kind of guy. You're not stopping Robert Miller for a 2-yard gain. It's going to be hit for a 1-yard gain, drive for a 2-yard gain, fall forward for a 4.
Olsen now sends a man in motion. He lost the snap. It's on the ground. Packers have it. And there's a look. I mean, the expression that Cody Olsen had says it all. Nice job by the Packers to recover, and they'll have a 1st down here with 3 minutes to go. So you have an opportunity really to close the game out, and it doesn't happen for you.
Yeah, Olsen holding his head. He knows he mishandled that one. Still a comfortable lead for the Cougars.
Lots of changes of possession here, especially in the 4th quarter. This is the 9th drive of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, we'll see if Austin can get any life out of their passing game, receiving core. We haven't seen a lot of Janny Gash this 4th quarter, still recovering from that injury.
I think his was the worst of the Austin injuries. Throw on the slant. Ooh, hand was in there, but incomplete. Connor
asking for a pass interference penalty, not getting one.
I'm surprised. I really am. The way the flags have been
You almost
going
assume,
here.
Yeah.
We know where that leaves us.
2nd and 10 on the 22.
Thank you. Under 3 to go. Clock's still not moving fast enough for fans of Mankato East. Hit as he throws. It's up for grabs, 1-on-1. Came down and then dropped it out of bounds. It'll be 3rd down, incomplete.
Good defense being played by Stoll.
Now, Mankato East defensively done a good job here after that initial drive of the fourth quarter. We're going to close out Couch and Austin. Stolil has got the first out of bounds. Vessel with one timeout left.
And I think that's a great play call by Coach Brett Vessel. Just get his quarterback back in rhythm a little bit. Give him some easy completions. Maybe start looking downfield.
And it's always like at the end of the game, you have to be able to make these decisions at the end and play hard. I think you play harder in games like this. Oh, Couch gets out, rolls out to the outside. Did he stay in bounds? I don't think he did.
Looks like he got out.
2:32 to go. 42-27. I think the Cougar coaches felt he was taken down inbounds, and I would agree with that, but somehow not the call. You can tell by the conversations out there. It's fan interest is changing.
We have fans leaving. We have fans maybe not quite as focused now. Everybody's feeling pretty relaxed.
It was at the start of the fourth quarter, I tell you. There was that holding call and the interference call, and we had a game. Couch again heads to the sideline, doing a nifty job of avoiding contact and stopping the clock. With one timeout remaining. 2:02 to go.
And
dance might be over by the time this game ends. I had to say it. And a timeout, Coach Vessel. Yes, he wants to delay the gratification of Mankato East football fans. Back after this, 42-27.
Fans, last time here. Reminder to the high school students, there is a dance afterwards in the high school. You can whip, nay-nay, and hit the quad. And then make sure you head home by 11:30.
Just before 2 minutes, 2:02 left on the clock. I mean,
well, they can't call another one.
We'll see.
So he's got to use them up.
What kind of game plan they could have going forward. Downfield passing is all I can really think of. Hail Mary type situation.
Fourth down play. Throws Connor out of the reach. That would have been a first. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. And the Cougars will start with just a little 2 minutes here. Flipping this over here. Drive chart, anyway.
Yeah, with that incompletion. Mankato East victory. Imminent. Austin has run out of lifelines here.
Well, we're seeing a bunch of the reserve Cougars in now here to play on homecoming, and I think they have to enjoy getting a chance. And these guys, man, they're amped up. First and 10. Camaro, the quarterback, handoff. Who got that here? Let's get a mention. Caleb Miller, excuse me. Moving on, Cougars will go to Winona, get the big trip next week. Richard now under shotgun, or pistol, excuse me. Flag down. That's all I'm going to say.
Cody Olson now back in. See if he can handle a few snaps.
Well, our partnership with KTV and Digi included a lot of FaceTime with the officials tonight. I didn't know if that was worked into the setup, but it just worked out that way. Handoff. Got the corner. Stay in bounds? Nope. But it's Miller. And now the ball's just rolling around here. 34-yard line. But a tenacious win by the Cougars.
Oh, absolutely.
Having to come back and bounce back from some near-miss opportunities for Austin there. They did really well, especially fourth quarter defense, I think. They really put it together.
Yeah, they solved the varied offense that had been plaguing them throughout the third and early in the fourth. But
Timeout taken by Packers.
Austin has a timeout left.
last one. I think that was their last one. Thankfully for Mankato East fans.
108 still? Oh. Yeah, the dance.
The DJ is playing a lot of all of his bad songs right now. It's fantastic.
You would know, right?
Yeah. You love it when
a good
dances
one.
start late. Just absolutely love it. Because then you can play all your good songs right in a row when you only have 45 minutes to to kill. It's true.
Yeah, you were saying your DJ.
Well, yeah, the DJ's playing all his bad songs right now, all the slow songs so he can keep the uptown funks of the world for when everybody shows up at 11. So he has Coach Vessel to thank for that.
All due respect to the coach.
That one was Tanner Stengel with the carry,
Getting him on the outside.
getting some action late on homecoming. That's always fun. And it is an injury on the field. Is that Connor?
Is that a Cougar? Yes, it is.
It is.
He's off.
Tanner. Correction, Tanner Stengel.
Well, anyway, just looking back at the body of the game, what are some takeaways here? If you're first of all, Austin, tenacious third and fourth quarter. Actually, I mean that they were within one score of making things uncomfortable for Mankato East.
You're gonna have to go back and look at the film and look at your long over 50-yard drives in the third quarter and compare them to your 3 and out, 4 and outs in the fourth and see what happened, see what the change was.
Stoliel with the intention, incomplete, targeted him. Couch, lots of time throwing the ball.
Yeah, if there was an MVP clearly for the Austin Packers, I would say it was the offensive line. As a whole, playing as a unit, staying strong, blocking, giving Couch a lot of time to throw. It just hasn't been finding those connections late in the fourth.
Pass almost picked. He had a look at it.
Broken up by Luke Makowski.
Luke Makovsky.
Well, we have a pick 6 already here. Nussmeier for the Cougars.
Inside 1 minute now, 53.3 seconds.
Packers getting every ounce out of this game. Stolio out of bounds, first down. And near the 50.
You know, it's another one of those games that the score really won't tell the tale. Looks like a pretty easy Mankato East Cougars win. It was not. Not one bit.
And this is going to be the way it's the rest of the year for Mankato East.
Absolutely.
Nothing for granted.
If they do finish this one out, this will be the first home win.
Intercepted. And it's Bassett. He's at the 50, trying for a nice spin move, 40, 30. He's in the 20 to the corner. Is Des going to go? He is knocked out of bounds inside the 5. Here we are, falling asleep. And Des comes back and...
Wake up, Jason. Wake up. We are still playing a football game here. Loving the possibility of seeing 2 more drives here in the next 30 seconds for Mankato East fans. Oof.
Yep, keep that playlist under wraps. Clock at 32 seconds.
Yeah, your drive summary must be
Yeah, I've gone on to the
super
back
full.
side.
Yeah, he's gone on to the backside actually.
I only had 9 for each quarter. And the classy thing for Coach Davis to do is to take a knee. They'll have to run one more. Or are they going to say fiend end? Olsen is walking off the field. The Cougars are, and so are the Packers. Homecoming victory is in the books. A hard-fought win for Mankato East here.
Curtains, 42-27. Handshakes, the works.
And we'll take a break and wrap this up.
The game ends. Final score, 42-27. The Cougars defeat the Packers.